What is up, reefers, and welcome back to another episode of Mike's Reef Tank. It's been 250 days since water hit this aquarium, so let's do an update on the corals, the inverts, the fish, and any issues we're having in this tank. All right, let's start with the coral update. Softies are still looking good. We got our toastal leather, tons of different kinds of zoanthids, some scrambled eggs, rastas, Fruit Loops, these guys. Our gorgonia I put in the back there, and our star polyps up on the wall. Probably start fragging that up so it'll take over more wall. Our xenia, taking over that rock. Probably gonna have to start pruning. And our couple of mushrooms back in here. Everything's looking good. LPS. I put the frog spawn back here, still having some issues with that one. It's definitely looking a little bit better now that I moved it. I replaced it with the Duncan out front. The Duncan's really taken off. Let me see if I can get a nice close shot. We got some new heads growing. Looking nice. We got our golden hammer. We have our Dragon Soul Favia, which has two new heads on it. And our new addition, this Hollywood Stunner Chalice. Looking really good. When I look at it, I'm thinking it's an SPS, but it's classified as LPS because of those sweeper tentacles. Let's get into SPS. Newest edition SPS, we got Sleptoceras. It's got a nice metallic green to it. Our Digitata has been growing like crazy. Really excited about that. We got this Montipora encruster going off, starting to get the rock right there, you can see. I believe there's another stylo in the tank. This is something that was in the shop where I'm working, and it almost got pitched, and I was like, hey, let me see if I can bring this thing back, and it's looking really good. There's my Shaggy Dog Tenuous. I accidentally fragged a couple weeks ago, so I got a piece glued to a frag plug, and then I got the original here. Our Poslopora is looking really good. We got our green slimer, our Miami orchid. It's got a new branch growing there. This blue stylo, this purplish blue stylo, has been really taken off. You can see all those new bumps of new growth. Let's go with the Montipora cap. It's got a bad spot on the top, and it hasn't been growing as quick as it was, but it's still looking pretty much healthy. Down here we got the Pumpkin Patch Cyphastria. Hasn't really done anything, just sticking around. And the Darth Maul Parites, also looking healthy, but has not started encrusting. All right, let's talk inverts. We added a feather duster. Took him a while to get acclimated, but he's looking good now. We added a Halloween hermit crab. I'll put up some footage of him. Our urchin's still doing good. Most snails have been okay. We did lose both Nerite snails and a Cerith snail and one Trochus, so I added some more Trochus and Ceriths into the aquarium. Penelope is still down in her burrow. Right in there. And that's really it for the update on the inverts. Not too much going on other than adding that Halloween hermit and the feather duster. For fish, Liam and Eleanor are still looking good. These are the first inhabitants to the tank. We got Benny the Bunny, looking good. And we got our Bangad Cardinal, chilling in his usual spot. He hasn't been swimming much in the front of the aquarium. He's been hanging out in the back a lot. And one thing we've had changed with fish is, unfortunately, when I was on a trip for softball in Oklahoma, my yellow watchman goby Oscar jumped out of the tank. Still crazy he was able to get through this top. I mean, there is this small little gap around the sides. Yeah, unfortunately my wife found him one morning laying right here on the top. I have replaced him with another yellow watchman goby, but this watchman goby has been doing some crazy things. He's been decided that he would rather live in the back of the sump or the filtration area on this all-in-one. I've drained this during a water change, got him out, which is a pain in the butt, put him back in the display for him just to disappear again. So this week's water change, I'll be checking out the sump again to see if he's back there and try to do the same process. All right, that's it for fish. We talked about inverts and we talked about corals. Let's talk about any issues we're still having in this aquarium. So my sand was perfectly clean after the 90-day mark, and now we're having some more issues with algae growth, staying towards the back of the aquarium. I'll be adding Mycobacter 7, doing some manual removal, and I've been working on adding additional copepods to the aquarium. Yep, so I feel like upping the bacterial load, adding copepods, and doing some manual removal will definitely take care of the algae. Very confident in that. Why it's back? The only thing I could think about was it came after I added the protein skimmer. And my nitrates were around 20 in the aquarium. With the protein skimmer, it's dropped to 10. So I don't know if it was the change in the decrease in nutrients in the aquarium. The aquarium was used to being at 20 and now it's 10. So maybe that caused the algae outbreak, but we'll get it under control. No new equipment to the aquarium. Still using this auto top up, which worked really well while I was on vacation. Still got the Kato inside my DIY refugium. I got the protein skimmer and using filter floss. That is it for this update. Additional plans for the future, I am looking into adding a 75-gallon aquarium. I want that to be a SPS dominant aquarium. Most of the SPS that are in this tank at this moment will end up being transferred to that aquarium. They're mostly just growing out in this one. And then I'm going to change this one to being more of a LPS softy tank. I'm really excited about getting a bigger aquarium to be able to add, hopefully a Tamini tank. And since I'm leaning towards doing a dominant SPS tank, I could maybe bring in some dwarf angels. So that'd be really fun to do. Because unfortunately with a nano tank, you are limited on what you can put in here for fish. I'm not disappointed with this aquarium. This aquarium is awesome. I would love to make sure that the Watchman Goby and the pistol shrimp pair up again, because that was a really cool experience for the aquarium. And the clowns and the bunny are doing great in here. All right, that's gonna do it for this tank update. The next one will probably be at day 300. If you guys enjoyed this content, smash that like button. For more reefing goodness, subscribe, and as always, happy reefing.